Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rehan and you are watching Science Facts. Today I will be showing you the best moments of space exploration. So let me take you on a journey on which I looked at all the objects, most of them in our solar system. So now, first up comes the moon. When I first looked at the moon, it was very big than normal and you could clearly see the craters and the moon's spots. And we took pictures of the moon during its different phases. And after moon, we took a picture of Venus. We took a picture of Venus in the early morning because that's the time when Venus is very bright and there is no sunlight. So I took a picture of Venus and I was surprised. It looked just like the moon. It was a crescent and it was not full. I was shocked that Venus actually looked like a moon from Earth, even though it looked very different from the moon. So now let me show you a picture of moon and Venus. After that, we looked at Saturn. We located the location of Saturn through Google and we zoomed on Saturn. Saturn looked very beautiful. It was a dot and it had rings around it. You could clearly see the rings. And with some extra power, we were able to see a bigger picture of Saturn, but it was not clear and it was black and white and barely even noticeable. And it was very beautiful. I even showed my friends Saturn on one night. And after Saturn, we looked at Jupiter. When we were looking at Saturn, we decided to look at Jupiter since it was also in the night sky that day. So when we zoomed on Jupiter, we were not expecting to see its moons as well. Jupiter was a bright star in the middle and its moons were around it. We saw 3 moons on one side and 1 moon on the other. The moons looked like tiny stars that were moving around Jupiter. So now let me show you the picture of Saturn and Jupiter. Now it's time for the most exciting part of my journey, the Ring Nebula. When we first looked at Ring Nebula, we thought it was a black hole, but later we found out that it was actually a nebula known as the Ring Nebula in the constellation of Lyra. The Ring Nebula is very beautiful. It was a black circle with red rings around it. But after looking on the internet, it was actually a blue circle with orange, yellow, red rings around it, and it was very beautiful. But in our telescope, we saw less light, but it was still very beautiful. And I showed the picture of the Ring Nebula in another video. So now let me show you that picture again. And if you have made it with me in this series so far, then like, share, and subscribe because we will continue this series after winter is over so that there is no more fog in the air and we can actually look at the planets, stars, and everything very clearly. And until then, we will do some experiments and we will also take some other journeys with us. And if you have made it so far, then like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.